attach the real crime to the victim. Wait, what? What does that even mean? Now that I really think about it, is this like an actual game, or did they create this game? Like, what is it supposed to be, like Clue?
I'm your host, Kevin Lang, and today we're doing Guess the Victim. We have 5 people here. Aaron, what are you doing?
It's time for me to tell my...
I saw a clip of this dude getting roasted by some white man on TikTok like an hour ago. Not an hour ago. I was streaming like a couple hours ago. Like, the white dude walked up to him, like pulled up his hat and was like something about you talking about this dude or whatever, and your hairline pushed back or something like that. That's crazy.
Time for you to lick the back of his neck.
Sit down. We have 5 people here, all claiming to be victims of a crime, but 4 of them are lying, and only 1 of them is telling the truth. And our job is to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth. We're gonna go in Kevin Lang Show fashion, off looks who we think looks like a victim in the first round. Okay?
That don't make no sense because anybody could be a victim. Like, there's no look of a victim unless they got bumps, bruises, and scars. Like, you know.
So who here looks like
cuts, bumps, and bruises?
Out loud. Who wrote this video? Aaron, you want to start us off?
As our in-house victim, how do you feel?
Who do you see yourself in the most?
In-house victim.
First of all, I don't ever want to be called the in-house victim because I am not a victim.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm a survivor.
Oh my God.
Barbershop survivor is crazy.
Let's do it on 3. It's obvious.
It is obvious.
Go ahead, count it down.
1, 2, 3. Number
3.
1. We both said 3. You said 1?
I'm gonna go 1.
Why 1?
Just a crime of fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Number 3.
Fashion is crazy.
A crime of fashion.
Yeah.
He's a victimer.
These are victims.
Not the criminal.
Oh, okay.
Like, these are people who are
He's
victims.
a smooth criminal.
They were victims of a crime.
The crime is he let somebody else shop for him.
Okay.
Nah,
No, I
that's
love it.
crazy.
Denny, why do you think it's number 1?
Why is he getting
Well, I think
roasted?
number 3 has such a delicate vibe to him. Like, he looks like the type of dude to be taken advantage of. I don't know a better way to phrase this.
Number 3 is about
He
to
look-
stab.
What? He looks like the type of dude to get taken advantage of. That's not crazy to say.
Denny in the parking lot.
That's literally
He has, like,
insane
such a
to say.
delicate nature. I can't see him being the person to inflict any harm upon nobody. But
Matter of fact, Matter of fact, before we get any further in the video, let's see who I think it is. I'm gonna just say number 2. And the reason why I'm gonna say number 2 is I'm gonna just say number 2.
he looks like something has happened to him.
I mean, I don't think any of them inflicted.
No.
something on anybody.
Well, no, number 1 is kind of giving me more.
I'm gonna stick with 2.
Okay.
I'm with Aaron. I can't tell right now.
Yeah.
I literally can't tell.
Aaron, you got nobody?
No, nobody.
This
He
is
got a
not
lot
how
of
we supposed to
trauma.
do it, y'all. We are the world's best.
Lame.
You just come and you guess.
Can I be
vibes.
Can I be honest
Go.
with you? Denny, they look like indirect victims. Like, none of them even look like anything has happened to them.
Yeah.
They got caught in the
See, I feel like 3 looks too much like a victim. He do look like a victim, I will say, but he looked too much like a victim. My answer is gonna be 2, and I'm
He
sticking by
don't
it.
look like something.
I'm leaning a little bit more towards 4 now. He just looks like he would catch himself in some bullshit.
W a Wista
This
for the
next round, they're gonna
subscribe,
one by
yes
one
sir.
sit in a hot seat and tell their story, and from there we're gonna try and decide who's telling the truth and who's lying. All right. Let's start with you, number 1. Make your way to the hot seat. What's your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name is David. I'm from Chicago.
Ooh, it's crime is there.
I went through a gang initiation, but then
gang?
was not.
Game, like
I went
gaining-
through a gang initiation.
Oh, gang.
Yes.
4, huh? You did say 4. You said 3 or 4. You didn't choose one.
Okay.
No, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And I was not let into the gang, so I just did the initiation without getting into the gang.
Wait, what?
No. That's not. You just got your ass beat. That's
I don't think
not.
it works like that.
That's right.
So you went through the whole initiation.
Yes, sir.
And at the end, they were like, you didn't make the cut.
At the end, they were punking us. They just left.
I think you just got robbed.
So you got jumped in. And they just said after jumping you in, you didn't get beat up well enough.
After jumping us in, after the beatdown in the gangway, they let us into a crawl space under a house, and they said, wait here, and they locked the door, and they bounced. and
Hold on,
left us
I want to get this straight.
No.
He is not the victim.
So, gang members approached you, beat you up, then put you under a house and said, wait right here.
They were friends. We were building a relationship with them. We went to the high school in the neighborhood, and we got to know them and like working with them.
How long was this, you getting to know them?
I mean, it was like all of freshman year of high school, the first year, probably near the end of that. So we've
that's
known
a
them for a
little- that's a
year,
little too fast.
built some trust. They were like,
gonna
yo,
lie.
do you want in? We were like, yeah.
No, he's a
Can I
terrible
swear?
liar.
My bad.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah, we were like, they were like, you want in? We were like, yeah, we want to be part of this, you know? And they're like, cool, meet us here on Thursday after school.
So you basically played a violent game of hide and seek.
Yeah, and lost bad.
Is the gang white, gang black?
The gang was Italian.
Ain't that
The
stupid,
gang
right?
was Italian.
Italian, white gang. See, that's a little
That
tough.
makes
I
more
don't know
sense
how
now.
their rules go.
Are you full blood Italian?
Half Sicilian.
Oh, you wasn't never gonna make it.
Not enough.
Not
I feel
enough.
like for this episode, I'm focusing on body language, and I feel like when I
If you focusing on body language, the only answer is number 3. He looked like he has some things. You feel me?
I look down a lot, but you were kind of locked in with us. You were very locked in with all of our eyes.
But remember, Audrey, some of these people can be very slick by using a story that's true and just adding
Adding
a little
to
bit
it.
to it. So
Yeah.
he maybe did try to join the gang and he actually got in. Because he looks like he has some affiliate tattoos
Yeah.
on some of the stuff he got. See? Why would he do that if he was capping?
Because the reveal of that would be insane. Nah, I made it in.
But you're still friends with them now?
One of them's in jail. The rest of them are probably selling hot dogs in that neighborhood, honestly, in Italian
Ain't nobody who's really in the gang gonna sit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
ice. I mean, they weren't going, but
My only
But then again, I don't know how them Italian games be rolling. I'm pausing way too much. This
thing right
video
now
is
is
way
that
too
he
long for me to
might
be
be just
pausing
a
this
really talented actor.
Yeah, because
It's very believable, though, I will
Also,
say.
the Lex Cross of a gang story?
Do you think he going back to the neighborhood talking about them like this?
Yeah, dude.
No, but he didn't say nothing bad. He just said they still
He said they work at an Italian ice.
that's a very respectable thing in Chicago.
See,
That's a
y'all,
big
yeah,
deal.
y'all are assuming that means something negative. He just saying that they stoop kids. They still just back at the crib.
They're still in the neighborhood.
Nah, worry,
I'm
that would
watching
be.
5.
His
and
story
he's
is
kinda
cap.
like smiling the whole time, as in like.
But he not actually in the gang.
Like,
he wouldn't be
you know,
yet.
he's
He wouldn't be
giving the look
saying
of
all
like
this. He was actually in the gang.
He's
But
giving him
I
the slow.
still think
you know,
his story
whenever
is
the
cap.
real person is watching other people.
Yeah.
I've seen that look on the show multiple times, and that's the look he's giving him.
No, it's white people are interested to listed like streets. he's like, we can join gangs too.
I'm asking questions.
Well, Herm, how you feeling as one of our honorary hood niggas? What do you think about this?
Bro,
Honorary hood.
I honor my friend.
Yeah, this don't give me gang boots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Where did you get
This
them?
is like the most expensive thing that I own is these boots.
Yeah, I didn't
God
ask
damn.
about the price.
Okay, let's go. Let's switch. Let's have you stand up. Number 2, you get in the hot seat. All right, number 2. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
I'm Diva. I'm from Vancouver.
This is my pick. Her story, I promise you, is going to knock your socks off. I promise you it is.
British Columbia, Canada. Originally, I just naturalized on Friday. I'm American now. Scree, scree.
Oh, congrats!
Hey.
What did she just say?
Originally, I just naturalized on Friday. I'm American now. Scree, scree.
Scree scree? What does that mean? Scree scree?
British Columbia, Canada. Originally, I just naturalized on Friday. I'm American now. Scree, scree.
Oh, congrats!
Hey.
What does that
okay,
mean?
Diva from Canada. Jump the border to USA. Got it.
My ex and I hired a gardener off of Nextdoor, and he moved himself into our crawl space.
Wait, what?
Everybody and talking about
Wait.
He moved
Wait.
himself into our crawl space. My
I need
ex
to
and
hear
I
the-
hired a gardener off of Nextdoor, and he moved himself into our crawl space.
That's believable. That's believable. That's because it's so crazy that I actually believe that. And I'm not just saying that because that's my pick. I'm saying that because that sounds hella believable.
Wait, what?
everybody and talking about crawl spaces.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. You hired a gardener to come do work on your garden, and he moved into your attic?
No, our crawl space. So like under the house.
I've seen this horror movie.
She goes to look, and just all the kids from Taylor Street come out. They don't believe what just happened.
It's been 5 years.
Walk us through the day of him coming and everything.
Okay, so we had him as a gardener for a while, and he was coming
What's a while?
like, I'd say maybe 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
They got money. You got money.
This is my ex's money.
Oh. Bro, you should have stayed with him.
WX.
Fumble
WX.
X with the money. Carry on.
So we hired him, and he would come like once a week at first, and then we
my
started
hair's
like
soft as a
seeing
wheelchair,
him on
man.
days that he wasn't supposed to be there. We're like, hey, like, what's up? And he's like, well, I had some other stuff I wanted to do, and I was in the neighborhood. I was at a house nearby, and we're like, okay, weird. And simultaneously in the house, we were hearing noises that like were unexplained.
Oh, so you thought it was like
There's no way she's lying. Like, though, she's so like, she's telling this story too well. She's telling the story way too well. You cannot tell me that she's not telling the story too well.
haunted, but it was
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with the pipes.
Just walk out butt naked with a toothbrush.
What?
Sorry. That was fantasy.
Yeah, what?
What happened was we let our dog out, and it ran around the side of the house where the entrance to the crawl space is. Like, it's a little hatch thing.
In the backyard?
In the backyard, yeah. Well, out the back, around the side of the house. And he was barking a bunch.
Yeah.
And so we're like, what's going on? Is there a coyote or something? So we go around, and the hatch is open.
Oh, man.
And the dog
no.
is barking.
No.
Why you keep saying no? You don't
she's-
believe it?
Oh, I'm
She's
scared.
in the story. It's called active listening.
It's called being fucking rude. That's what it's called.
We look in, and there's the guy, and he's just sitting there on a dirty mattress. Looking
How
at
did
the
get the mattress in there without y'all realizing?
dog, looking at us.
Have y'all ever been in y'all crawl space before this?
Why would I be in there?
Because it's part of y'all
To
house.
look for
I didn't know that it was there.
What you mean?
And also, don't you have to look for gang members under the CrossFit? Like
For
every
the
few months?
initiations, yeah.
Yeah.
Really
The
common in Silver Lake.
initiations.
No, we actually have MS-13. Never mind.
Ooh, y'all wildin'.
And so I scream, like, what the f are you doing in there? Get the f out, right? Like,
Actress.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Actress.
he starts going, no, I'm so sorry. Like, my wife kicked me out. He had this whole story about his wife kicking him out. He needed somewhere to stay. He would garden for free.
This is too good to be a lie. This is way too good to be a lie. Way too good to be a lie. There's no way you're gonna lie and lie this good. Like, is she a professional? Nah, she's telling the absolute truth. This actually happened. She is a victim.
Did he bring
I
the
rest my
mattress in
case.
there, or was it just a
Yeah,
mattress
he
in the
did.
crawl
It
space?
was like a futon.
Was this guy's name Herman Rice?
That's your one.
Hey, Herb,
That's your one.
let me know when you ready. I got a note card of Herb jokes.
We found this on the floor earlier today. It is Herm's handwriting, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 jokes about Aaron.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, we will read them.
No, I'm gonna give you one just
him
for
one.
that.
Just
For
give him
starting
one.
that. Hey,
You gonna give it one?
Give him one.
hey, why Aaron always looks surprised?
That's not a bad thing.
That's the softest one on there.
Yeah, I got a few more I
We'll
want to
give you
throw
more
out
throughout
there.
the episode.
Can we start cooking her? Because I have so
ahead.
many
Good.
discrepancies
Yeah.
with this story, bro.
Go ahead.
Well, just answer me this. How long do you think he was there?
I think he was there for maybe 3 weeks.
Whoa. So you saying that this dog you have that you let out every single day?
Dang.
Good point.
The fact that she told the story and felt the need to do the scream that she did
Yes.
in the moment,
Yes.
that was giving
Yes.
actress.
And when she did it, I felt
And you
like she
think
was-
that this random lady that y'all going off the actually, I can't say that. I don't know where y'all getting the people for y'all videos at. It's just gonna be this superb actor? No, she wasn't acting. Though that was her genuine, real feelings that actually happened. That she was reliving in that moment, and it just came out again. You know what I'm saying?
was trying
not-
to like
she's a
put
victim.
on
Emotion,
yeah,
yeah.
She got very emotional.
Yeah,
like
I
an
wouldn't
actress
have
would.
casted her.
Or do you usually tell stories like that though?
Yeah.
Like you like.
Audrey, stop giving her the white woman pass.
Wow.
She's acting.
She's like, I see myself in her.
You didn't smell him at all. He ain't showering the place, nothing. He just managed to.
He didn't. No, he wasn't like a stinky homeless man. Like
So no, my question is, okay, he in your place, you don't ever catch him shower. He's there 3 weeks,
only under.
and the dog never senses him for 3 weeks.
No, because he would come in super late at night.
People call the police when Mexican people is in the neighborhood of Silver Lake.
Wait,
so
she
the
didn't
fact
say
that
he
you-
was Mexican.
What'd she say he was?
She didn't say.
She never said the race of that man. Racist.
He didn't say his race.
I did not say that. He was literally white. Wow.
What the heck?
Wait, can we just?
She did not say he was
No one specified the race.
We felt bad for him. We just told him to get the fuck out, never come back.
Did he come back and do the gardening again?
No, he was fired.
No.
Why wouldn't you
I'd fight
report
his
that? He
ass
could be
too.
in somebody else's crawl space right now.
Listen, guys.
He's not. He's right here. She lost me at the emotional, like screaming.
Yeah.
And you also.
I don't understand how she lost you at that. Because if you're telling somebody a story about what happened to you, especially if you're one of those type of people who are kind of dramatic, and that story has like a lot of emotion to it, you're gonna say the story that same way. Cause I'm that same way. Like if I'm telling the story, I'm gonna tell the story just like that, like just how I reacted in real life, just so the person who I'm telling that story to could really understand the way I was feeling in that moment, in my emotions and shit. Like, so I don't understand I feel like he's reading too deep into it.
Scratch your ear a bunch, I noticed, which I don't know if it's one of your telltale, but I noticed it. And you gave too many details. Too many details.
Too much. Too
How
much.
do you give too many details about a
Okay,
crime? How do you give too many details about a crime that happened to you? That makes no sense. That actually makes no sense. His reasoning, terrible reasoning. The only one that I'd say that was good was him, the scratching in the ear, because I know that's like a sign that somebody's lying. But every other reason was dog shit from him.
All right, I'm gonna wrap you. Thank you, number 2.
She's disappointed in her performance.
I was entertained.
Number 3.
This
make
is
your
my
way to the hot
victim.
seat.
Let's go.
This is my
That's crazy.
That was
Clap, that's
crazy.
What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name's Howie. I'm from Orange County.
Yeah, it was him.
So one time
Yeah, it was him. He didn't even
I got
say
catfish
it.
on Tinder.
Come on.
It's him.
Come on.
It's
Huh?
him. It's him. I can see somebody doing that to him.
Yes, Howie.
That's so easy to lie about, though, about getting catfish. We just did a video on a catfish. That's so easy to lie about. And the fact that y'all just saying that off of just his appearance and the way he speaks is crazy. But the girl who explained her whole story and has had a little bit of emotion, she's lying. She's acting. What? That's crazy.
Why you saying it like that?
Howie. That's like a victim name. Howie.
Bro, how many Howies in
Think
one?
about it. You did that to Howie. How he get me like that?
And
Why is his hat not fully on his damn head?
the person robbed me
I'm sorry. I don't know
Robbed
why I
you.
said that.
at our first meet
So you meet up with this person. Where you meet up with him?
at a park near my house. I was dumb.
Howie.
And when you get there, how do you identify them? Because you don't know what they look like. So what happens when you get to the park?
No one was there. He's the only one there.
I'm calling Cap.
Hold on. I'm
calling
hold on.
Cap.
See, y'all was so quick. Y'all was so quick to... It's him. It's him. How do you identify? There was no one there. What time was y'all meeting at this park? What was the atmosphere like? You feel me? What was the weather? Because if it was a warm day, there's no way in hell nobody was at that damn park. Word to everything I love. As soon as the weather get warm, people was outside. Even in the cold, people still outside. What time was you at this park? Y'all not asking the right questions. Let's see what questions they about to ask, though. I didn't even really give him a chance.
You get to the park,
My
then
fault.
what happens?
A person walked to me. You Howie? I was like, yes. Who are you? And then he pulled a knife on me. He said he has a knife.
He is lying out of his teeth. Because if y'all was talking on Tinder, right? Why would somebody walk up to you and then say, are you this person, when they can look at you and clearly see that you're that person? He's capping out his teeth. And if y'all don't see that he's capping, y'all just bias.
knife, but I don't know if that's true.
And then what did he grab from you?
I only have my phone.
So he was behind you with a knife.
He was behind me.
I think if it was your idea to meet him,
I was 17.
So y'all was the only ones in the park. How did you know that y'all was the only ones in the park if he was behind you? You feel me? How you know there was nobody else behind you? He had a knife to get back. Did you turn around when he had a knife to get back? He's lying. He's literally lying.
oh no.
Yeah, let's let him finish. So he's like, turn
Tinder
around.
does show pic- exactly.
And then what
That's what I'm
happens then?
He asked, give me your wallet, give me your phone.
And then what do?
He ran away.
So you give him your wallet and
ran
phone.
away.
He runs away.
Yeah.
I didn't
What do
mean
you-
to
what do you
mock
do
him.
next?
I have a bad habit of that. I
walked
didn't mean
home
to
'cause
mock
it's
him.
not far from my home, and I told my parents, and we called the cops. He was arrested.
He was arrested.
His name was Robbie.
Damn.
Robbie and Howie.
Yeah,
How
he's
did you-
a terrible liar. He
know
can't
his
lie for
name?
That's
nothing.
not real. Robbie and Howie.
How did the police find him?
They look at the CCTV in the park.
Wait.
CCTV at the park?
At the park. What
No,
park?
they do-
When have you ever seen somebody actually get caught off a CCTV in a damn park? Never. You could have said, I tracked my phone and that's how they caught him. But you say CCTV in a damn park. Nah, not jacking his story.
Be having
Cerritos
CCTV
Park
at the park.
is.
Yeah, they have,
Cerritos
He got robbed by a nigga named Robbie.
they have to for like.
He got robbed by a nigga named
those
Robbie. He's
things
lying through his teeth, and if y'all don't
Did you get
see
your
that,
stuff
y'all
back?
are stupid.
No,
You didn't get your stuff back?
no.
Wow.
I don't know.
He's lying. If somebody, unless he sold his phone, if he got robbed and they caught the dude, he would definitely get his possessions back. There's no way.
When did they
I
catch
don't
him?
know about this story.
The same night.
They call him the
So how did you not get your phone back if they caught the nigga the same night? Why would a nigga rob you of only your phone? That's why I just said unless he sold it. But how did he sell it the same night? How did he sell it the same night? How did you not get your phone back? He's capping. He's capping. He's capping. Play the video.
same night and you didn't get your stuff back.
My parents told me that's not important as long as I'm safe.
That's good. That's good.
So I didn't really care like what's there.
So the photo that they used of this woman.
The cops definitely do not work that quick, especially if you're going off of CCTV footage in the park over a tiny little crime like robbing a phone. They don't work that quick. And by the looks of it, he's not a sheet of paper. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, you feel me?
And they must have just gotten
He's not a her. If y'all get if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
from the internet. Were you able to ever contact the woman of the real photo?
I don't know who she is.
Well, here, you're in luck, Howie, because this is an actual Guess the Victim episode.
Yeah.
Bring her out! We found her!
How old are you now? What's the age gap? Is there like, has it been a long time since it? So maybe
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago. 5 years ago? Yeah, there'd be no.
I wouldn't say that they gonna be like a phone. You'll be alright. Like they're the cops. They can't do that. They're going to maybe look into the case, but they're not gonna look into the case that quickly. Like they probably take a few days, go over the footage, go over like the records on like tracking like the cellular plan, like whatever plan he goes for with like T-Mobile, Verizon, and track like the whereabouts of the phone. Like and I feel like they probably are not gonna find the dude. They're not gonna find him. But there's no way that he's gonna get robbed for a phone. He wasn't harmed. Nothing happened to him. And on CCTV footage that same night, they're gonna catch him. And then on top of that, him not get his phone back. That's not gonna happen.
No one
he
there. It was
definitely do look older than
2020.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wait, what? What happened?
We found her!
How old are you now? What's the age gap? Is there like, has it been a long time since it? So maybe
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago. 5 years ago? Yeah, there'd be no one there. It was COVID 2020.
Let's go! Let's go, Audrey! Oh, we got through!
Get the f- out of the chair!
I'm confused though.
That
How
also
does
could
that
be
not
why
make-
they met in a
That's
party.
what I'm
but
saying. That doesn't.
It actually doesn't help.
Okay, so if it was during COVID, that does understand why nobody was in the park, right? But still, none of the other stuff in his story made sense because during COVID, I guarantee you, the cops is not working overtime to try to find somebody who got their phone robbed. Oh yeah, you did say that. I didn't peep the COVID comment. I did not peep the COVID comment. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That much at all.
I'm so confused to why y'all did that.
It helps you because no one was in the park, right?
Well, why are we're acting like we just figured something out?
we did it actually.
Yeah.
Good. That was just a good observation.
Me and Howie looking at each other like, what does that mean?
Yeah, literally.
Less details he's adding to the story is making it more believable.
Yeah.
That's cap.
It was almost like
That's cap. The details that he provided made it unbelievable. The main detail that he provided that made it unbelievable was the fact that they caught him the same day. That same night. There's no way that makes it believable to you. The more details, the better, I feel like. Or am I just overthinking this? Am I overthinking this? Get the fuck out
they
of
were
here.
trying to convince us. He was just like, this is what
You know what?
happened.
I'm speeding this shit up. This video is about to be mad fucking long.
That was great. I could see him getting Tinder swindled.
100%.
I can see that.
All right, you can get back in the lineup. Well done, Howie. All right, number 4, get in the hot seat. If you made it this far, let us know your thoughts on Howie. Also, make sure you like the video. All right, number 4.
What's up?
What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name's Darren. I'm from South
This is somebody you picked. You picked number 4. Let's see. He better have a good story.
Florida.
Darren,
So far, the best story was my person, hands down.
Leave it. South Florida?
And when I was in Amsterdam, I got scammed into paying $200 to go to a fake Van Gogh museum.
What?
That's
Hard to like
crazy.
it.
Hold on. Wait. First of all, that's the lamest crime of the day.
So I'm 19. I'm studying abroad in London. Go to Amsterdam. I'm with a friend. We're outside the Anne Frank house.
Okay.
Okay, that's believable. That's believable because when foreign people go to other countries, they will try to get your ass. Down to the damn cabs. The cabs be trying to tax you like crazy. You feel me? Like, trying to take a cab, like, for example, when I went to the Bahamas, right? You try to take a cab, they'll be sitting waiting outside of customs for you. As soon as you get out of customs, they there. You feel me? They right there. And they wait until you get in the car, pack all your bags in the car, and pull off. To then even start talking pricing. Then they try to upscale the pricing because you're from America, they think that you just got bread. You feel me? So they be trying to scam you out your money. I hate taking cabs, but it's like you have no choice. And then they try to make it seem like they doing you a favor and they all nice and stuff. But in reality, they just trying to get your pockets. They trying to get in your pockets. Sit.
Wearing my college's shirt, University of Florida. And while we're in line, some dude comes up to us and he's like, University of Florida. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, go Gators. And we're like, go Gators. So he starts talking to us. And he's like, what do you want to do when you're here in Amsterdam? We're like, we're going to go to the Anne Frank house. We're going to go.
Oh, wait. Amsterdam is in U.S. But people in the U.S. still try to scam, so whatever.
To the Van Gogh Museum. Yeah. And he was like, great, I'm a tour guide. I can sell you like tickets.
So you're just going to believe any random person that walks up to you and just calls himself a tour guide off the ripper?
To get in that's cheaper than the actual museum. And we get to the.
Like, you know how easy it is to act like you a tour guide in a place that you actually are from? Sometimes you got to use your head. And I refuse to believe that somebody who can articulate their words as well as him is that stupid. I don't believe him already.
This place that had like signage that looked real. And we go inside and it was just like a normal looking art gallery. And it had just like posters of Van Gogh paintings in frames.
Okay, and once you get
But then again, he kind of does sound kind of gullible. Maybe I'm selling him, I'm upscaling him a little too much here.
place, where is this guy at this point?
He was still at the place because he had this like
gotta blow my
storefront
nose.
that was like a tourism.
By the Anne Frank line.
Like, yeah.
So you're going to the gallery,
no
he
tissue.
stays at the line. You realize you've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
Now what?
We're like, I'm like 19, so I don't have the balls to like go up to this guy and like,
Okay, he
confront
was
him.
19. He was 19. But I feel like, I don't know. He was 19, maybe.
to try to get my money
I
back.
believe this.
Yeah, I believe
do.
this 200. It's not. It is. I mean, to me, it'll.
Hey, goddamn.
200 for me. Listen, it's not.
All the people she owed money to ran through her mind. She goes, let me stop.
But also, just speaking as somebody who travels, tourism is a finesse in most countries.
Facts.
So
Facts.
there are guys
I just
who
said
prey
that.
on tourists.
Yeah.
And they.
Well, I
pretend
didn't
to be
say
tour
that.
guides,
Yeah.
and sometimes it does work out.
That-
You get
you
some
know
nice
exactly
excursions,
that,
but
but
it is
it
pretty
was
typical
around
to
that, I
finesse
said.
tourists for something like this. It doesn't seem like a victimship that is uncommon.
You said you went to the University of Florida.
Sure did. Go Gators, yeah.
Who was the best quarterback you ever had?
While I was there,
Just overall.
Tim Tebow.
You was there when Tim Tebow played? That was a minute ago. Wait, how old are you now?
So tell me this guy.
Right?
We sent you to a place where they had the pictures on the wall?
Yeah, they were in like black
They set up a
frames.
fake guy.
Hey, let's clap it up real quick. We just hit 5,540 subs. I feel like that last sub that y'all seen pop up on the screen, Awista, W-Weesta's in the chat, got us to the 5,540 sub count. But I just checked the sub count. Matter of fact, let's switch the thing over there. Boom, so y'all can see it right there. Yes, sir. Back to the video at hand.
That's what I'm saying. They set up a fake gallery?
With all the money they're making, it's a full-blown business. I hope they're doing their
Because
taxes.
he's
probably.
lying, but he's not. He's
Right.
like,
Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to do this. Boom. Yes, sir.
Which Van Gogh.
That's the finesse.
It didn't say the Van Gogh Museum, it said the Van Gogh Exhibition.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a great business model.
They snapped.
It's a fantastic business model.
He said we about to get in a van and go see some art. Y'all down? Did you go other than for the Anne Frank house? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you trying to go
That's supposed to help you figure it out.
to the red
I just want to make sure he had a
Thank
good time.
you.
He didn't get to go see Anne
Thank you.
Frank.
You're so kind.
He said, oh, I did it.
My man got his face turning red now.
Let's say I was playing this game, right? And I was really good. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Find a simple ass, extremely believable crime.
Yeah.
Versus making up some obvious bullshit about some white Hispanic gardener under my house.
Yeah.
You know
The museum was under the crawl space. I had to crawl
like,
down
in
to
a-
it.
There you go, Darren.
I got my bag stolen in Jamaica and went all over the island trying to find it.
But you're also Herm.
Yeah, you a certified hood. You're like we.
No, I'm not. No, wait, what?
Certified hood
He
niggas
still went to the museum. He still went to the museum. So what are you gonna say? Hey, I went to a museum that was the museum, but it wasn't the museum.
Yeah, like what do you? What's the resolution?
Museum?
Museum.
Museum.
Now I'm saying it different because you're making me
Wait,
nervous.
say it again.
Museum.
Museum.
No, hold on, no, let her say it. How you, one more time?
Museum.
Yapping about
No,
the way
we gotta-
she's saying museum, man.
Museum.
Am I tripping?
No, you're not. Darren, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Before we move on to number 5, this feels like a great time to get a.
Said we should probably continue the game. Is running slow on. Get button.
Episode 1.
First time I used the button, he broke the button.
And with that being said, Aaron need bigger airbags because he got a big head.
That was not funny. It wasn't. It wasn't funny.
Number 5, make your way to the hot seat. All right, number 5, last story of the day. If you made it this far,
Chicago, and I am a victim of a homeless naked lady.
He looks like a famous actor. I don't know the name of this actor, nor can I remember any movie that this actor is in, but he looks like him.
Breaking into my home and stealing my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
I have so many questions.
That is some. What part of Chicago? Did
This happened in
Chicago?
Santa Barbara.
So a naked lady, how old would you say?
45 to 55.
Oh,
somewhere in there.
wow.
What? So she was bad.
She was bad.
I don't.
When the fuck did he do that with his hat, and why is he wearing his hat like that? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't need to say who.
think the bad, y'all version of bad is the
I think
he's-
Yo, this video was 33 minutes long.
you
I don't want to say what kind
Wow.
of bad I'm thinking.
We talking about the same thing.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a partner?
Yeah, I was living with a girlfriend in Santa Barbara when this happened.
Was your girlfriend there?
We were out of town.
Oh.
So how you know she
Hold on,
was
wait,
naked?
hold on. You was out of town? How do you know she was naked?
Yeah.
We were out of town,
Just said that.
and we had a dog Furbo camera in the living room that recorded all this. So I have footage of a naked homeless
Them to the
lady.
footage.
No. So your dog, you just left your dog and went out of town?
The dog Wrigley came with us.
Oh,
it's
you
a
see how
dog-
he threw that Wrigley in there?
It's a dog camera, Denny. I think it's just set up in the house.
I know that, Herm. I'm trying to finesse him, buddy.
I'm sorry, Denny. My
Are
bad.
we on the same team?
Did we not? That's my bad. I was just confused.
No, brother, I'm never confused. I'm always on the right track.
All right. Okay,
That's
Dr.
cap. I feel like he'd be confused
So when
sometimes.
she entered the home, did she say anything?
No, she was pretty quiet, but the way we got notified was we were out of town and cops called my phone because what she stole, there was document like I had bills on the table and.
You telling me a homeless lady stole bills?
Yeah.
She
Bills,
stole
bills,
more
bills.
problems?
Crazier what she stole.
Let him cook.
She didn't even steal anything of value. She left the place with Peloton shoes on, with no Peloton.
Oh wow.
A tandem yellow
What is a Peloton? What is Peloton shoes? What does that mean?
bicycle with flat tires and a backpack full of just the most random my girlfriend and I had in our place.
Rob, you live in an apartment or a house?
We were renting a little house in Santa Barbara.
Nice, would you call it a white neighborhood?
Nice little white neighborhood in Santa Barbara.
And what do we know about white neighborhoods,
They're
Jenny?
well policed.
Thank you.
Neighborhood watch, perhaps?
Thank you.
You mean to tell me this butt-naked homeless woman
Yes.
just walking around?
We don't know if she's homeless.
Gallivant, he already said she was.
That is true. How does a butt naked homeless person be able to break in and enter in a I'm not gonna say that neighborhood, in a paper neighborhood, right? And nobody sees her and nobody reports it. I don't believe that at all.
You said she's homeless?
Yeah, that's how we started.
Okay, go
Hey,
ahead.
Kev, are you cooking or am I cooking?
You're cooking.
So,
me
this
see the
homeless
ingredients.
woman just running around your nice white neighborhood in Santa Barbara.
He said
and
it,
you
not
mean to
me.
tell me nobody called the police.
That doesn't make
Not a
sense.
Karen
That makes
site.
no sense.
nobody.
Butt naked? No way, bro.
That's why I was upset though. Like my neighbors, I thought
He's like, that's my point. I know.
But she became naked in my place. To be fair, she had clothes on.
That's
she took her
not
clothes
how-
off in my place.
That's
The
not
story
how you
keeps
started. The
switching.
story,
Change
Rob.
He changed the story. Why didn't he say that from the start? He's lying.
You said a naked homeless
There
lady
you
broke
go.
into your
They
house.
keep switching.
You
didn't
not
say-
she broke into my house.
The
and got
naked part's
naked.
just
naked.
ingrained in my brain.
Hey, Rob, hold this for me.
Cap, can't even catch it.
He can't even catch it. He capping so much.
Cap. I'm like that. Question for you,
Thor.
Rob. again?
Oh, he finally is wearing his hat normally. No, wait, no. It's
you live
still
in a
low-key not his. Why am I just saying that? Like, I don't be wearing my hats like that, too. Yeah, I'm
He said Captain Africa.
maybe because his head is just kind of big.
The Black Panther?
So his head, it had just look like it's up there. His
We got
head is just,
subsets.
his
You
head
need-
is
this
long.
is Captain Senegal.
What's his power?
Herman's actually correct. 'Cause Wakanda is isolated. They don't show.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
you know what?
He's right. He's actually right.
This man can count up some money.
Yeah, he can.
You can count some money,
There you
and you
go.
can smell the DNA on each bill.
That's crazy.
He's 50 feet away.
What's wrong with you?
Check the crawl space.
All of you. I forgot my f***ing questions.
Hey, Aaron, he pick up the dirt.
It's going to be a storm brewing.
What was I? I'm gonna. Oh,
Butt naked.
you leave with Wrigley, your dog.
Yeah.
So why is your Furbo camera on? You only leave that on when you leave your dog at the house. I used to have one of those.
Yeah, we kept it on 24/7.
Why?
Just plugged in.
No, you would not. Hold on. I got a better one. Where is it located?
Next to my TV on a mantle. We had like a little fireplace on the mantle there.
In the living room.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. How did you know exactly what she took? I mean, it is possible that you can, memorize your house and memorize like everything that's in there or whatever, and you kind of just know everything that just went missing. But how did you know everything she took from the camera angle? Did she just happen to just stuff everything in front of the camera?
So you have a 24/7 camera in your living room recording everything y'all do.
Do you unplug your TV?
My
when you
TV isn't
record?
recording me all day.
Yeah, and also
I used to have a Furbo, and
A lot of people do
we
unplug
wouldn't
their
use it because if
TVs
you're walking
when-
around the
when
house,
they
maybe in
leave
your
their
underwear, you don't
toilet.
want that in the
Like when I used to go on vacation, my family used to have me unplug everything. Surge protector, boom. PS5, I didn't have PS5 wasn't around back then. PS4s, Xboxes, whatever I had got unplugged when we was away from home for a significant amount of time. The only thing that stayed on was probably like one or two TVs, and they put it on a cycle to make it seem like somebody was still home, so nobody would be tempted to like come in and break in. So like the TV would turn on at like 5 p.m. or something like that, and then turn off, and then it had that on a cycle.
Furbo. Someone could hack your shit.
Yeah.
So when we leave, we would turn, you know what I mean?
Dude, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, you didn't think of that. What time of day did this happen?
I'm not. She must have broken in sometime in the morning.
Don't they have that recorded on the damn app?
How you don't remember? How many times did you rewatch the naked footage?
And can you send it to me?
20 times or so.
20 times!
So listen, wait,
Can
no,
you
time
send
out.
it to me?
He watched the naked footage 20 times, but couldn't tell us immediately what time it happened.
That's a good point, Herb.
That is very true.
So you know all the good stuff.
That's a good point, Herb.
Do you know we do this for a living?
And 5 years ago was garbage.
That hat is huge. He do got a big ass head. Cause look at the hat
Do you
on
know
her
we do this
head.
for a living?
Look at the hat on her head. It looks huge.
5 years ago was garbage.
You guys are good. You guys are good.
Number 5, you can get back in line. If you made it this far, put in your guess. Don't cheat. I see you.
I already said 2.
Cheating and then put in your answer.
I said 2.
Also, guys,
You
by
said
the way,
4.
Brand new rule this season.
You there in
which
the
I talked
comments,
about
you
in
said
the past,
4.
But every episode,
Most of them
we
said
all
3.
get a veto. And here's how this works. If we all decide on something, you're allowed to veto the whole panel.
Wow.
And say, no, I'm vetoing it. I'm picking this person.
Ooh.
If you get it right, you get to keep your veto for the rest of the year. If you get it wrong, you lose your veto for the whole of 2025.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that
It is, man.
So we're thinking Diva out. You're not 100%, but all.
But it's okay, though.
We're good with Rob.
Rob, for sure. I'm for sure on
Which
Rob.
one is Gangland?
Galen is David.
Gangland is 1.
David.
Y'all, how y'all feel about Gangland?
That was a pretty
I wouldn't get him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
right away.
skipping.
All right, we'll come back to it.
Howie. Because I think it's Howie too.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, Kev.
So that you're the only one who has an odd vote out.
Well, you have to pick a side, brother.
Me. Come with me.
I'm going with Audrey.
Number 4.
Oh shoot.
Black History Month. This how he acting.
That's crazy.
I like how they chose the people who had the worst stories. Actually, no. 2 and 4 had the best stories. 1, 3, and 5, terrible stories.
This episode is not coming out. This is coming out.
No, this time not. This is live, my boy. We're on live right now.
Crazy.
All right, we went to number 4. Darren as the real victim of a crime. Will the real person who was a victim of a crime take a step
All right, let's
forward?
see.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. No.
Damn. It was actually him? We was all fucking wrong. We was all fucking wrong.
I am so sorry for everything we sent to you.
I'm sorry that woman ran naked through your house.
I'm not sorry. That sounds pretty good.
True story.
Wait, hold on. So you did watch it 20 times.
You watched the video
20 times.
You freaking freak.
Send it to me.
Send it to me.
So Rob, everything you said was real.
Yeah.
From the naked lady to you watching it 20 times.
Yes.
Dude.
And your girl's watching this right now. And she knows you watch
Ex-girl. But yeah, if she sees this, she's ex. I f***ed up not locking the door. Sorry,
Hey,
babe.
you with that homeless lady, huh?
Where is she now? What happened to her?
She did jail time, and I bet she's probably back on the streets in Santa Barbara.
Rob, do you think you'd actually track her down?
Probably.
Rob still got a number.
All right, 200,000 likes, and I'm bringing her on a KL2, all right? That's gonna be all in a day's work.
Hey, gonna lie, WVid, this video is 42 minutes long. I'm ending it right here. No outro. Follow my Instagram. That's it.
It's that trench music. Can't feel my pain unless you've been through it. They be rapping about shit that I've been doing. Rest in peace to my brothers I've been losing. Trying to keep in the cup, but I'm still using.